Iotex say they are Deepen and AI for everyone. Now, actually, so far this year, they've not had a bad year. Obviously, everything's experienced a little bit of a pullback, but their initial rally was pretty good. So we're going to take a look at really where they're at in terms of the development, how the ecosystem is looking, how the overall usage of the network is, and see where they can go. Now, before I get into any of that, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these cryptos. These were coins I thought could do very well and make a lot of money. You can see what they were all worth when I recorded and released the videos. These are the highs these cryptos hit around about 16 months on, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd popped $100 into these coins. 100 into each in that time would have made you a little over 123 grand. Now, Bitcoin's hit new highs in the last sort of 6 months. It's probably going to do that again. If you're not happy with the coins you own, get onto copymycrypto.com, have a look through the site. This is the site I run where I share my entire portfolio with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm buying or selling, the price I'm selling it at. My members get in and out of coins at the same price as me, so they make the same profit, but they don't have any work to do at all. And if you actually go onto the site, you'll be able to see some of the profits that my members have made. You'll also be able to see some of my past successes. These are public records. You can go onto the old videos on this channel and verify absolutely everything that you read, that you watch, and that you see. And if after doing that, you like what you see and you want to hear more, whether it's that you want to hear the daily market updates I give my members, or whether you simply want to know the coins that I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, all you've got to do to find out about any of that is join up on the site, guys. Now, Iotex. So, Iotex has been around a while. You know, they launched at the beginning of 2018, or summer rather of 2018. So they went through one bull cycle in 2021, and then they've kind of been in and around this most recent kind of unusual bull cycle. And so far, you know, it rallied pretty well. It got to like over 9 cents from lows of about 1.5 cents, and it's back to those kind of lows now. Now, Iotex is a modular infrastructure for the Deepen sector. It offers a comprehensive suite of fully decentralized tools that anyone can use. So, and they have interoperable DeFi projects or Deepen projects as well. Now, what you will see here is they have set up a bunch of in-house Deepen infrastructure modules and public goods alongside modules contributed by third-party providers. These are the giants like Filecoin, Risco, NearDA, and Espresso, to name a few. But they are trying to basically create a completely new approach to Deepen. So the Iotex token, IOTX, is used to support and connect the whole infrastructure. And while it maintains a stable token supply through a balanced burning, that's done through balanced burning, inflationary and deflationary mechanisms. Now, they have reduced building time, they've reduced initial capital costs and resources required to launch projects. Their aim is to onboard 100 million devices and unlock trillions of dollars in real world value on chain within the next 3 to 5 years. And that, if they did that, that would obviously realize the Deepen for everyone mission that they have given themselves. So potential use cases are that it enables dApps to connect to the real world. It allows users to monetize the smart devices' data, their resources, and services in a verifiable manner. They have what's called proof of real work, which is their kind of their consensus almost. And the Iotex blockchain will then trigger smart contracts that reward device owners with tokens. And the use cases fall into 3 categories. One is data, one is resources, and one is services. And when you have over 100 billion active smart devices, this like the Iotex application could span tons of different industries, whether it's agricultural, automotive, manufacturing, supply chain, smart homes, smart cities, renewable energy, healthcare, transportation, telecommunications. Basically, it can help with any kind of infrastructure that anyone wants to set up. It is an open source project that was set up in 2017 by founders Raolen Chai, Kavan Guo, Xin Fan, and Jing Sun. They have over 40 research scientists and engineers. They built an Ethereum virtual machine compatible blockchain from scratch using innovative role delegated proof of stake consensus. And since being up and running, they've actually grown pretty damn well. In terms of overall holders, we'll see if we can get a look at some of this info, or at least accounts. So currently sitting on a market cap of 169 million. They've done over 184 million transactions since being up and running, with peak being about 1,000. Total staked is just shy of 40%. Which again, in terms of and 747,000 accounts. So a lot of users, or certainly a lot of accounts at least. On all the big exchanges, as you would expect. Volume isn't amazing, by the way. And with the market cap that it's got, you would expect slightly higher volume, but it's not terrible. Over 1,000 different projects are now using Iotex or working with Iotex in some way, shape, or form. It's trusted by Google Cloud, Solana, Polygon, Blockchain Association, just to name a few. And again, they've upgraded the layer 1 blockchain into an open modular infrastructure for all Deepens. So there's tons of different ways you can participate, whether it's staking, whether it's becoming a delegate. You can participate in the resources. They've got IOPay, mobile wallet, Iotex Hub as well. But if we take a look at where the ecosystem is right now, as we said, over 1,000 different projects now working, but there's 240 listed here. And as you would expect, the majority are going to be around Deepen. And actually, the use case is massive here, because here's the thing. We are starting to see Deepen having wider use cases, one of which is like foot traffic. Like we've seen a couple of different projects that have sort of hardware that monitors foot traffic around cities. You've got Helium that's really sorted out, certainly cheapened mobile contracts massively. Phase 1 of Crypto's Got Talent wraps up with a bang. Watch the full episode, see the last big pitches before we level up to round 2. See, that's good again. So they're really starting to try and push forward. What's the state of US Deepen regulation? Most crypto bills focus on stable coins, but their impact on Deepen is huge. Breakdown the importance of the legislation. IRS DeFi broker rule dead, repealed. Oh, yeah, that's good news. So what's Deepen doing about it? Projects like Iotex, File Foundation, and others are on the ground in DC working with Blockchain Association to educate lawmakers and shape policy. Together we're making America first in Deepen. See, this is one thing. Look, Deepen is massively become what I would describe as a buzzword. And we see this in crypto a lot. Buzzwords knock about all the time. They come in ebbs and flows all the time. But actually, if you're looking to involve people that are non-crypto enthusiasts into crypto, Deepen is probably the way to do it. Because if they're not in crypto after seeing Bitcoin go up, hundreds of thousands of times, then realistically, the next thing that's going to be able to onboard them, which I don't like that as a phrase, but it is what it is going to be giving them a use case, giving them something that makes a substantive difference to their lives. And that's something that can come from something like Deepen. Whether it's cheaper mobile contracts, whether it's a way to earn, whether it's to protect privacy, there are tons of different use cases here. I personally think this is the way that you can actually see individuals onboard into crypto faster. And Iotex, to be fair to them, have done some good stuff. So if we can see some growth and if we can start seeing a bit more clarity in the Deepen space with regards to legislation, which obviously we don't have right now certainly in the US, it is not clear. That's likely to actually result in a pretty positive impact on the price of something like Iotex, something like Helium. All these Deepen projects really just need a little bit of clarity. If you can start, and especially if it's tax laws and the tax laws aren't kicking people's asses, people can earn through Deepen without having to get rinsed on tax, a lot more people would engage with it. So part of the catalyst here is going to be, how do governments start regulating Deepen? Because if they start ruining it with more taxes and more taxes and more taxes, people won't engage, because it's like, why am I going to go through all this work to either learn something new or to start utilizing some sort of app on my phone that's going to earn it if I'm going to lose 20%? It's another job I've got on my tax form come April. But if the regulation doesn't if regulation doesn't kick the ass of Deepen, I can see Iotex certainly challenging for 10 cents. All-time high is 26 cents. I don't think we're going to see that. I think what we're starting to see on bull cycle to bull cycle now is somewhat diminishing returns. But I do think 10 cents it has a shot of. Could it go higher? Absolutely, but that's going to require them starting to really close the gap on their mission. Can they onboard 1 billion devices? Can they onboard even 500 million? Can they onboard 500 million? That would be a huge step in the right direction. If they do that, then yeah, new all-time high. But that comes from, again, no barrier for people. And the barrier right now, regulation, the barrier for right now is understanding the technology or learning how to do something new. Everything needs to be simplified as much as possible for the regular user. And if that does happen, maybe new all-time high. But right now, I think 10 cents, really, really fair target. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. If you're a long-term Iotex holder, what are you hoping for this year? I mean, obviously, like, realistic hopes. Don't start saying $1, $2 if you don't think it's realistic. Be realistic in the comments. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now. If you're not happy with the coins you own, or if you don't own any, get onto copymycrypto.com, have a look through the site. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. If you go onto my site right now, you'll be able to see some of the profits my members have made. You'll be able to see some of my past successes. These are public record. If you go onto the old videos on this channel, you'll be able to verify them all. On the site, I share every single coin I own with my members, and whenever I'm ready to buy or sell a coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell, the price that I'm going to buy or sell at. So my members get in and out of cryptos, same price as me, so they make the same profit, and they don't have any work to do at all. Like I say, read through the site, watch the videos, verify it all. If you like what you see and you want to hear more, whether it's that you want to hear the coins that I own that I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, or whether you simply want to hear the daily market updates I give my members, where I'm talking about where the day is going to go. All you've got to do to find out about any of that is join up on the site, guys. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.